I was born in Quito, Ecuador. I came here as an immigrant, and growing up at my dinner table, all we ever talked about was this great country that we live in, the United States of America, where you can actually be anything you wanted to be if you were willing to make the right sacrifices. You can't be pro-business and not be pro-immigration reform. Immigrants historically have provided an incredible value to our country. All you need to do is be aware of the stories that are right in front of you, the story of Nordstrom's, AT&T, Google, eBay, Kohl's, and others. Those were all founded, Goldman Sachs, they were all founded by immigrants. Immigrants have always provided incredible contributions to this great country. So first and foremost, I don't think there's a genuine awareness of that. Because if you hear the story and you understand the value and the contributions that immigrants have always made to this great country, then you would pass immigration reform.
It's important that, Republican, Democrat, whoever they are, they believe in this, and they pass it and they support it because, that's what makes this country great. I come from a small town, live in a very small town that they probably never seen a Turkish guy ever before, right? And we built these things together. You bring new energy, and the culture of welcoming here in America you cannot compare it to anywhere else. Welcome, show me, and I'll show you, and let's be successful.
President Obama talks about, and we should staple a green card to every PhD in the world. We should make it really easy. I am a big, firm believer that the strength of the United States, the history of the rise of the United States is the history of having open borders and being very welcoming to the very best folks from around the world.
So as it happens, Coursera was actually started by two immigrants. I'm an immigrant into the United States, so is my co-founder. Many of our employees are immigrants, and yet we are currently, along with many of the other companies in the Bay Area and nationwide, suffering from the inability to hire top developers as well as employees in many other job categories because we are unable to hire people who are immigrants into the United States. I believe that talent is the critical thing for the success of any endeavor, and it's very scarce on the ground. And if we start turning away some of the world's most talented people, it's going to be very difficult to build a sustainable economy here in the United States. So I think what we should do is open our doors to anyone who's talented, who's successful, who can help us build the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in the United States.
Any organization is only as good as their talent, their people. That's true for companies. That's also true for countries. So if we're going to be competitive globally, we need to win what's now a global battle for talent. That's partly why we need to pass immigration reform, but also why we need to do a better job of educating our kids, making sure they have the skills for the jobs of the future. If we have the best talent, then we surround that with a supportive community ecosystems around regional entrepreneurship, and we make sure people have access to talent. I think we're going to be really well positioned to remain the most innovative entrepreneurial nation in the world. If we don't have that talent, we don't have access to that capital, we don't have the right kind of risk-taking, anything is possible mindset all throughout the country, then there's a risk that we might lose our way. And doubling down on our nation's entrepreneurs is the main thing we need to do right now to make sure we continue to have a strong lead and continue to be the most innovative entrepreneurial nation, while also recognizing we have a responsibility to take some of those ideas to other people in other countries and give them some of the same American dream that we've enjoyed so that they will have stronger economies, safer communities, and therefore we'll all live in a safer, more secure, more stable world.